1943, World War II. Madness engulfed the planet. The future was uncertain, and I was there. I remember a man with a harmonica. He sat numb in the ruins of his city, playing some forgotten tune, oblivious to the hell around him. It seemed a sign of my own fate. People are afraid of war, but they'll never know the true terror that lurks behind it. Now I have another mission. Mission in the eye of a silent storm.
What's up, YouTube? This is Pow3rh0use here with a review of Silent Storm. I know it's been a while. It's been like a couple of months. I've been sick. I've had a cold and I couldn't even talk for a while. But now I'm healthy again, so I'm ready to get this underway. Now here's what you see right now is a random encounter in the game. This is basically the game. This is one part of the gameplay is when you go to the battles and how you're fighting. My guy's in a Pow3rh0use unit. You'll learn about that later on when you play the game. The Pow3rh0use units, they are basically robots, and they're like super strong, and they have weapons that humans can equip. So they're pretty good. They have high amounts of armor, but they have a few drawbacks. Like they can't. It takes them a lot of action points, or also known as AP, to move them, and also to do a lot of actions. Now, here's how you assemble your. This is what happens in the game when you first start it up. You hit new game, you either pick Axis or Allies. You're given an opening mission. The mission will be different depending on which what you pick. Like if you picked Axis or Allies, then when you go from there, you could either create a person or you could use one of the people that one of the preset characters. I recommend that you use your own character so you could pick your own profession, and it's more customizable, excuse me, when you do that. So when you do that, you pick like I said, you pick your profession, your nationality, how your character looks, your voice and everything, and you play as this person throughout the rest of the game. And if this person dies anytime in your mission, the game is over. You're gonna either have to load it or start all over. What I mean is like restart the mission or start all over.
I do not miss often.
And how you assemble your crew is in your base, either Axis or Allies. You'll go to this office marked with a star on it. When you go there, you'll find that there's people to recruit. You look at the files. If you're the Allies, you would talk to your general. If you're the Axis, you'll look into if you're Axis, you'll look into files and you'll pick who it is. Now, so it's weird how you can miss with a sword that's really close. I really don't understand that about the game, but check this out. Sliced and diced. But check this out. As you pick who you want, and when you're there, they're with you on the team. But before you could go out to battle, you need weapons and supplies and ammo. So what you would do is you go to the armory, and you get your weapons from there. You could also find weapons by the people that you kill. Like here, you see them drop the rifles, drop the SMGs. I could use them as weapons, but so far my weapons are really good. And over here are some awards, and each of these awards are gained through battle. What you could do, like those are special abilities. These are the attributes, and as you can see there, they each have a symbol. Like one will be like a sniper, and one will be like a gun. Another one will be like a rifle, and the medic has one that's a first aid sign. It shows what their profession is, so you could tell that my character is a grenadier because he had a grenade. She is a she is a sniper and he is a medic. But even though they are their professions, they could still gain skills throughout other fields. Like you could actually make your medic pretty good at shooting, which he is, and you could also make your grenadier pretty good at shooting. You could just expand it on. But whatever their profession is what they could do. And those things that you see, like when I shoot, like that picture of the person and he has like his head highlighted, that's because I am targeting a specific point. I'm targeting a specific place.
You cannot surprise animals like this.
So like when I'm doing that, I'm targeting his head, and you can shoot, and that'll be more of a critical hit, and you could also cause blindness.
He not dead, but
You could cause many
very
things.
close.
You cause blindness, deafness, basically almost everything that affects the head. And if you shoot him in the legs, he'll have an AP reduction, or he won't be able to crawl, or just he can't move, or he might be immobile. And if you shoot him in the heart, if you shoot him in like the arms, they'll either they have a chance to like misfire the gun. Like if you shoot him in the arm and their gun is on that side, he'll shoot the character that you shoot will like misfire his gun. But I don't really recommend this, because still, even though he misfires, the bullet could still hit you, so I don't recommend that at all. And this is the end of the battle. Right now I could just leave.
You got it.
Or I could go take a look, which I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to talk real quick as they're moving around. Basically, next mission. This is me. This is Brandenburg. The one before was North Britain. This is Brandenburg, and I took off. My guy Dark Lord is out of the Panzergrick. Is on the Panzergrick right now. So now he's just his regular soldier.
It is rare to enjoy such opportunity.
And you could also hit stealth, so you could take your guys to hiding.
Sukha, I am
And
not at risk.
so basically,
Will be
oh yeah,
quick, I
and back to the
promise.
base real quick. So as you got your weapons and you have your people, now you go off
Will
to
be
battle.
quick, I promise.
And when you come back from battle, you're gonna be injured, so you're gonna have to go to the medic, and she'll get you healed. He or she will get you healed, but you also have your medic here. So in battle, it's always good to have a medic. You can have up to 6 people, including yourself, in one battle. But I recommend 3. I recommend these people if you have your character. I recommend this if you have a grenadier, a sniper, a medic, and an engineer. Reason why I don't have an engineer is because I don't want to go through the process of like leveling him up and making him better. Because even though you don't use the engineers that you hire, they still get better on their own. And I barely use the engineer skill. Like I barely tell people to pickpocket pick lock doors. You know, just that's all that, or to like fix my robot, because you don't really need that throughout the battle for the Panzergrick units.
This soldier
Well,
will meet his maker.
at least mine, because mine takes up a lot of hits, so I don't really need that engineer. But yeah, so this is my character without the Panzergrick. He has a light machine gun and a PPSH, which this is my favorite configuration. I recommend you also have one light machine gunner, so you could just get people, because light machine guns are strong and they're fast. The only drawback on it is there's really no drawback, because the range is pretty good too. Almost everything is good about it. The only thing I have to say is that it just takes up a lot of space. Rocket launchers I do not recommend. They're very inaccurate. So any tips that you need for this game, any hints and everything, how I beat certain missions, just ask me. I can tell you whatever you need. Now, what else is there to talk about? So I talked about the gameplay elements. How this is a turn-based strategy game. You just pick the people you want. But the environment, one thing I have to talk about for the gameplay is that the environment, you can use it to your advantage. Like, depending on where the person is, will be a better chance to hit. The reason why she can shoot so well is because obviously she's a sniper, and you could, and also all of her special abilities that she has on her, like she could shoot through cover. She's best on any pose. Like, she doesn't need to go prone, so she could get a better shot.
Нет.
And then my medic is really good at healing critical injuries.
Suka, I am not at risk.
Intruder! I am dying.
Now, that's really all for the gameplay element.
Consider it done.
Now, to go to the audio element, the sounds are okay. I guess it's actual World War II sounds. I mean, it doesn't sound like fake gunshots or anything like that. It actually sounds realistic, and like almost every single gun sounds different. But the lines get repetitive, like what they say over and over again. It gets pretty repetitive. But that's really it. There's not really much else to comment on the audio. And this game was made in 2004, so that's why the graphics aren't the best that they are. But even though I've had seen better games that are better, that were made in 2004 and look better, like Need for Speed, I think it was Underground 2 that was released that year. It looked way better than this. There are a lot of games that look better, but for 2002, I mean for 2004, my mistake, it's actually pretty good. And for the icons, the red means that there's an enemy there. The gray means that your character does not see the enemy. And the hearing means like you think, like you hear an enemy there, but you don't see it. And yeah. My guy is usually good at grenades, but I don't know what happened today, but he just seems to be off at grenades.
I'm on a roll. I'll take it while it lasts.
I usually use grenades to kill like 3 or 4 people. And there's 2 types of grenades. There's frag grenades, and then there's the high explosive grenades. They're really self-explanatory because the frag grenades, when they explode millions of fragments. The high explosive grenades just have a huge explosion radius, and there's also 3 weight types. There's light grenades, which you could throw the farthest, but they're not that strong. They got medium grenades, which are in the middle, which are in between of range and strength.
Big smarts, but I should be all
My
right.
dude just took that grenade to the head, like seriously, grenade's like right there. He just took it, but that's because I have a lot of resistance for my character, and they can't shoot him. Not because this isn't easy. There's 3 difficulties for this game. There's normal, there's hard, and then there's I think it's impossible or hell. I forgot or expert. I forgot the difficulty for the last one. But this one I'm playing it on normal, and I've played this before, so that's why it's probably pretty easy. And watch this kill.
There's one ready for burial.
So yeah, it's good to have your character like this, so he could just be an impossible juggernaut to stop, and so he won't be able to take that many hits, because snipers and medics get hurt easier than grenadiers and soldiers do. Now, all I've been talking about was the gameplay elements, the graphic elements, and the audio elements. There's not really much for audio and graphics that I have to say, but it's time to put in my implications. Overall, this game is pretty good.
But I must refuse order.
For a numerical score, I'll give it an 8.5. What really wants, well, maybe to a 9. 8.59. That's where I am right now. One thing I like about this game is the gameplay element and the environment, how you can react with the environment. And this game also uses an engine called Well, it just uses the ragdoll physics, so it makes everything look cool. Like you throw a grenade, and then it's like a dude explodes, and he just like explodes backwards. He hits something else, and it's just crazy. And the environment too, like how you could just throw a grenade here, just blow up the barrel, and then it kills another guy. I mean, just all this crazy stuff, and it's really fun.
I am dying.
The drawbacks to this game is that the missions take very, very long. These are only 2 random encounters, and this is taking more than 16 minutes. So this takes a lot of time, and that's really one of the only drawbacks is to beat both the Allies campaigns and the Axis campaigns. You're gonna have to hit up a few. I shouldn't even say a few hours. You're gonna have to hit up like, I would have to say 35 hours, maybe even more than that, because there's a lot of stuff to get through. Like, especially if you're trying to find everything and do every objective. And for some reason, the civilians are the enemies because they alert because they're working with the Germans.
We are surrounded.
So my guy's just gone straight boxer.
Oh, I shouldn't be here.
Moving up.
And that's really it. So my final score is 8.5 to 9. And this is Pow3rh0use signing off.